All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to deconstruct a workout. But we're not talking about squats or push-ups. Nope, we're diving deep into the soundtrack to really understand the hidden psychology that pushes us to our limits. We're going to break down this pretty wild piece of audio to see what it can teach us about what actually motivates us. Okay, let's just jump right in with a little puzzle. The next three things I'm about to show you, they're going to seem totally random. Like, what do they even have to do with each other? That's the puzzle for you to solve. Okay, first up, we've got this line, a really specific, kind of weird story about sweeping a yard. It's so descriptive, right? It sets a whole scene. Just tuck that one away. Next, this one, a total classic. It just gives you this feeling of wanting to be somewhere else, right? A total fantasy of escaping to somewhere warm and safe when your reality is cold and gray. And then there's this. Just boom. A shot of pure, chaotic, almost unhinged energy. It's intense, it's repetitive, it's meant to get your blood pumping. So what in the world connects yard work, a daydream, and this chaos? Well, believe it or not, all three are part of the exact same 15-minute hit workout soundtrack. Yeah, these aren't just random clips. They're actually part of a really sophisticated and clever motivational strategy. So let's get into the method behind the madness. We're going to break this whole thing down and see how this wild audio mix actually works as a powerful psychological tool. And it really comes down to three core ideas it's playing with: command, escape, and chaos. All right, so let's kick things off with the foundation, the bedrock of this whole thing. A simple, direct command to just work. The whole thing is built around these super clear, direct, and honestly non-negotiable commands. You hear this, and there's no room for argument. It's not a suggestion, right? It's a direct order. Get to it. And here it is again. It's crystal clear. No mixed messages. When your body's screaming stop, this voice just cuts right through all that noise and tells you exactly what you need to do. Go hard and keep going. So what's the psychology here? Well, think about it. When you're totally wiped out, that little voice in your head starts making excuses. These external commands, they just shut that down. They basically take over the job of self-motivation and give you one simple task: do the work. But here's where it gets really interesting. Just when the soundtrack is pushing you to focus on the work, on the physical reality of the moment, it starts to pull your mind in a totally opposite direction. And this brings us to part two. And honestly, this might be the most surprising bit. While your body is being ordered to work harder, your mind, it's getting an invitation to escape into a total fantasy. I mean, listen to that. It's painting this picture. It's a whole movie scene in your head. And it's the exact opposite of being in a gym, sweating, heart pounding. It's quiet. It's kind of sad. It's a whole different world. And that right there is the genius of it. Right at that moment when you're feeling the most physical pain, the audio gives you a mental getaway car. It gives your brain a story to follow, something to focus on that has nothing to do with your screaming muscles. You see, that contrast is the secret sauce. The physical work doesn't let up, but how you feel it changes because your mind is literally somewhere else. It's a brilliant distraction tactic, using your own imagination to make the pain manageable. Okay, so we've got the push of work and the pull of a daydream. What's next? Well, the track throws in its third and final ingredient: a huge dose of pure, unfiltered chaos. And bam, the whole vibe just shifts. All that storytelling and those direct commands, gone. Now it's just this raw, repetitive, primal energy. We're not thinking anymore, we're not dreaming, we're just feeling the beat. And of course, it uses a trick that anyone who's done a HIIT class knows: that countdown. It's not just counting, it's building you up for an explosion of energy. It's a trigger, pure and simple. It bypasses thought and goes straight to action. So you gotta understand, this isn't just noise for the sake of noise. It's a weapon. It's strategically designed to overwhelm that part of your brain that's trying to talk you into quitting. It just floods your senses until all that's left is instinct and rhythm. So you've got these three totally different vibes: command, escape, chaos. How do they all come together at the end? Well, in the final push, they combine into something really powerful. You see, what we've been breaking down here is a fantastic, if kind of weird, example of a push-pull technique. It pushes your body with direct orders, while it pulls your mind away with dreams, and then overloads it with raw energy.
And then, just when you think you can't go on, everything shifts again. The chaos fades, and you get this: a message about getting through the hard stuff together. It becomes this shared victory, giving you this massive emotional payoff for all that work.
So, the big takeaway here is that what sounds like someone just hit shuffle on a bizarre playlist is actually a meticulously crafted psychological journey. It proves that motivating someone is way more complex than just shouting, "You can do it."
So it leaves you with this question, right? We're always looking for that perfect, logical, inspirational speech. But maybe the best way to get ourselves moving isn't perfect at all. Maybe it's this messy, beautiful mix of chaos and calm, of orders and daydreams, something perfectly imperfect.